Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. In your energetic past here, we have Fehu, mind on your money, money on your mind. This is all about abundance. So Fehu literally means cattle, wealth. So this could be a negative or a positive aspect where you could have. Now, this let's digest this here for a moment. In this being in your energetic past, you could have just been overthinking it. You could have even been blessed with a windfall of some kind, some sort of inheritance or a bonus or winning the lottery or somebody just gifting you money. All right, Taurus, but this could also mean for the negative aspects that you look back on your path and realize how far off of your divinely guided path you are because of distractions towards abundance, kind of are challenging aspects for you to get back to your divinely guided path in aligning that with your abundance healthy mindset. Regardless, this is challenging you to look at what abundance means to you personally, right? What is transitory versus what is perpetual? Transitory meaning it's going to be short-lived, like maybe 1 or 2 generations, if even that. And perpetual meaning what is healthy and lasting like the next 7 generations or more, like our indigenous relatives believe, or how they like to approach this sort of aspect. Okay, so that is an aspect of abundance that you've been faced with here, literally, in the energetic past. In your energetic now, we have Othala. Okay, this could have been a very challenging concept for you because now you're looking at your legacy, even more of what is perpetual versus what is transitory. This is more of your stability, right? When the runes have those lines that go straight, like an X, kind of a symbol like that, and it has the 2 legs that kind of hold it up the rune, that's a very stable energy. When it goes straight down, that's very grounded energy. Again, straight up is divine connection. Now you're building your structure to get to your divine connection. This is like a rebuilding of the tower, kind of like if we're looking at the tarot, that would be a rebuilding of your tower, rebuilding of your legacy, rebuilding of, take what resonates, right? So legacy, inheritance, income, you could have actually received a windfall and be planning on what to do with this legacy. Are you going to carry it forward? Are you going to make sure that this is going to be lasting, right? Are you investing in your legacy? Are you investing in your home? What does legacy mean to you? What does this firm foundation that you build your structure on top of consist of? Right? We don't want to have a poor foundation. So you could be looking at expanding your foundation like this rune Othala here. All right, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is very interesting for you. In your energetic future here, Taurus, you have Dagas. Dagas is a rune that I'm personally working with here. And I go back and forth. Through about a month or so, I meditate and sit with runes. So Dagas is what I'm personally working with in my life. And this is about balance. It's about clarity, transmutation. This is divine alchemy. This is like an hourglass tipped on its side where you have the infinite clarity of that seemingly time stands still. And you have like an aha moment. Like the butterfly emerging out of the chrysalis, you are never going to be the same again in your near energetic future. This is, Dagas means day. So it's like the transmutation of from night into day. So this could have been a little bit of guesswork, and now you're evolving, right? You've invested maybe wisely or poorly in the now. We're going to figure out more about that very soon here. But Dagas here in the future is things are going to be changing for you and you will never be the same again. So investing wisely is a huge thing of your energies, not just finances, okay? And a lot of spiritual workers, if you're a spiritual worker out there, I don't know why I feel in tune to say this, but it's a huge relationship with money that's been a challenge for a lot of spiritual workers, and that too is an energetic exchange, right? Don't feel bad for asking for money if you're a spiritual worker, because that person goes out and earns that money through their energy. You are earning that money that they're paying you through your energy, through what you are providing. So that is a really good way to balance out a good give and take. It's when we're asking too much, overvaluating is when that becomes a negative aspect, and that change could mean like a reckoning. Okay, but this is, I believe, more in the positive light, where this is a true alchemy, a divine alchemy, where you're shifting aspects of what abundance means to you throughout, leaving behind a beautiful legacy, and shifting and balancing a lot of those aspects in your life. You're really connecting a lot of dots right now here, Taurus. In your influence of the energetic now, there is the horse rune of Ewaz. Now, Ewaz here is the rune of pilgrimage, or like man's best friend, the horse, where it can be literal travel, like you're have this energetic influence to go on a pilgrimage, maybe to find like your home, your foundation. Maybe this is going back to your family, like the sort of energetic roots. Okay, now this horse, this man's best friend, that's an energetic source that has proven itself to you time and time again throughout many instances of your life. Somebody who reflects your intuition, reflects your emotions, because you both have shared and gone through so many of the similar things. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. Now, this could be a calling to just maybe go on a vacation to a spiritually recharging place like Machu Picchu, Stonehenge. Could be something as simple as an ice cream shop or a river, wherever you feel spiritually recharged, Taurus, okay? Now, what is your advice for the energetic now? We got the influence, we got what's kind of going on in general here, but what is your advice right now, Taurus? Manas here is, wow, okay, so this is adopting a new or processing a new identity or label here. Manas is the rune of mankind, is still very grounded energy. Remember, when the lines are going straight down like that, that's very grounded energy. Now you see how Manas here has some dagas in with it, because Manas is actually made up of two clan flags, Pertho. Now Pertho is a clan flag, and so it's one clan flag, your joy, facing another person's or clan's joy. This could be invitation to join, or defense. Now, this is an adaptation of healthy labels, healthy identifications when it's in this position. Is not necessarily saying go ahead and add to, go ahead and be defensive. This is simply stating that clan flag is other than my clan flag. Okay, this is simply different. You are just being, and they are just being. But throughout this, no matter what, you're going to be shifted, and you're going to have that clarity, the metamorphosis, that change throughout this. So adopting healthy labels. Is a label even really needed? Is it really necessary? Now, Mana's, the rune of mankind, is very much knowing the cyclical nature of life, and what goes around comes around. You're very much in the knowing of where you are, right? Now, the future is anybody's guess, and it's very transformative here for you. I really think that you are adopting, especially with this horse rune, this influence right here. I think this is a joining up of that energy. Okay, personally. Now take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But with this being in your energetic influence, I think this is an adaptation of labels, or an accepting rather than a defensive posturing. Okay. rather than rejecting. Okay, you're actually including like new perspectives, new ideas, new concepts, right? New identifications, new labels. All right. Let's see what's in your rune for the energetic outcome overall, Taurus. The other rune, so I work with 2 runes at a time, and you'll see this in my shorts and my reels as well here recently. I'm actually wearing Berkana and Dagas. So Berkana is in your outcome rune. That's very beautiful here for you, Taurus. And I'm a Taurus sign moon as well. That's my moon sign. So for you cross watchers out there, I recommend you look at your sun, moon, and rising signs all together like I do, and you'll get just more of a clear whole picture of things, right? So in your energetic outcome here, Taurus, Berkana is that familial style nurturing. Yeah, I think this is really you going back to family reconnecting, getting back to your roots. That this is like a mother's love kind of energy. The evolution of a child requires the evolution of love too, to go along with that nurturing aspect for the child, right? Same thing with your legacy. Same thing with your abundance mindset. Same thing with your energies that you encounter along the way. Same thing with your ideas, concepts, beliefs, postures, okay? Nurturing, like the Empress card in the tarot, knowing how to begin, how to manifest. This is a very big energy of just beautiful beginnings, new beginnings. I think this is a new comprehension, a new understanding, a new understanding as well, especially when you're adapting these new ideas or possibly even a new person into your life where you're beginning new things and you're being blessed with this new beginning. The Birch Goddess's rune, Berkana, here confirms it, and Dagas here in your future affirms it as well with you're never going to be the same again. All right. Big changes here for you in the future, but right now, focus on the now, focus on the journey that you're on right now. Really kind of go within for your stability and building your foundations and adopting those healthy aspects, okay? Now let's get a card of clarity from the messages from the fairies, oracle deck. Fairies are divinely guided beings who love to assist us in our journeys as well. Now, fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Taurus need to hear for this week. You want that card? Yeah, okay. Spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So in about 6 months here, this is going to be a slow, patient walk where this will fully come to fruition. But right now, you can already feel this beginning, right? This beginning, right, is still going on, and you'll feel it fully more in the spring. So let's read more about this spring card here, Taurus. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. The answer to your question here, Taurus, and prayers will occur during the springtime. Prior to that season, you'll benefit from the many blessings that your wishes have already attracted. You're attracting this. Stay filled with faith and give any worries to the fairies because they can see behind the scenes and will ensure that your desires and blessings are on their way. Additional meanings for this card are a pregnancy, birth, or adoption will take place, or a project that you're starting will be successful, or work with flower essences, or plant a garden or spend time in one, or open yourself up to new beginnings, or dive into a fresh start. And finally, Taurus, the last meaning would be spring cleaning your home or office will be rewarding. You never know what you uncover when you start like a spring cleaning. I do one in the fall as well, typically during Virgo season, but it's never too late. So this could be like a spring quote unquote cleaning here for you as well, where you're going to discover new things. All right, namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.